Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to explore the amazing life of a truly remarkable woman. Her name was Marie Curie. She was a scientist, a pioneer, and someone who changed our understanding of the world. Have you ever heard of radioactivity? Marie Curie was one of the first people to really study it. Her story is full of challenges, hard work, and incredible discoveries. Are you curious to learn more about this brilliant mind? Let's begin our journey into the genius of Marie Curie. Marie was born Maria Sklodowska in Poland. At that time, Poland was not an independent country. It was a difficult time for Polish people. Maria was a very curious child. She loved to learn. She was very good at school, especially in science and math. But in those days, it was not easy for girls to go to university in Poland. Universities were mostly for men. This made Maria very frustrated. Frustrated means feeling annoyed because you cannot do something you want to do. Maria and her sister Bronia had a dream. They both wanted to study. They made a plan. The plan was that Bronia would go to medical school first, and Maria would work to help pay for it. Then, when Bronia finished, she would help Maria go to university. This showed how much Maria and her sister supported each other. To support someone means to help them. So, Maria worked as a governess, teaching children in wealthy families. It was not easy work, and she was often lonely. But she was determined. Determined means you don't give up easily. She saved money so she could eventually go to university. After some years, Bronia finished her studies and helped Maria move to Paris, France. Paris was a big and exciting city, a center of learning and new ideas. In Paris, Maria enrolled at the Sorbonne, a famous university. She studied physics and mathematics. She worked very hard, often studying late into the night. She had very little money, and her living conditions were simple. But she was so focused on her studies that these difficulties did not stop her. Focused means giving all your attention to something. She was one of the best students in her class. It was in Paris that Maria met Pierre Curie. Pierre was a French scientist who was also very passionate about science. Passionate means having a strong feeling about something you love. They worked together in a small laboratory. They shared a love for science and a desire to discover new things. They became good friends, and later, they fell in love and got married. Maria then became Marie Curie. Marie and Pierre started to work on a new mystery. A mystery is something that is difficult to understand or explain. A scientist had discovered a new element called uranium, and it seemed to give off strange rays. No one really understood these rays. Marie was very interested in this. She decided to make this the subject of her research. The laboratory where Marie and Pierre worked was very basic. It was just an old shed with a leaky roof. They had very little money and few resources. But they had something very important: their dedication. Dedication means a strong commitment to something. They worked tirelessly, day after day, in difficult conditions. Marie started to study different minerals that contained uranium. She carefully measured the rays they gave off. She made a surprising discovery. Discovery means finding something new. She found that the amount of rays depended only on the amount of uranium in the mineral. This was very important. It meant that the rays were coming from the atoms of uranium itself. This was a new idea. Marie thought that maybe there were other elements that also gave off these rays. She and Pierre started to search for them. This was a very difficult task. They had to work with large amounts of different minerals. They had to grind them, dissolve them, and separate them. It was hard and tiring work. But their perseverance kept them going. Perseverance means continuing to do something even when it is difficult. After many months of hard work, Marie and Pierre made another amazing discovery. They found a new element that gave off even more powerful rays than uranium. They called it polonium, after Marie's home country, Poland. This was a moment of great excitement. Excitement is a feeling of great enthusiasm and happiness. But their work was not finished. Marie and Pierre believed there was another new element, even more radioactive than polonium. They continued their investigation. An investigation is a careful study or search to find out more. For years, they worked to find this new element. They processed tons of a mineral called pitchblende. The work was dangerous. They were working with radioactive materials, and they did not fully understand the dangers. Marie and Pierre often felt tired and unwell, but they did not know why. Despite these hardships, they continued their research. Hardships are difficult or unpleasant conditions. Finally, in 1902, Marie and Pierre announced that they had discovered a new element. They called it radium. Radium was incredibly radioactive, much more so than uranium or polonium. This was a huge achievement. An achievement is something that you have succeeded in doing after a lot of effort. In 1903, Marie and Pierre Curie, along with another scientist, Henri Becquerel, were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their work on radioactivity. This was a very prestigious award. Prestigious means respected and admired. Marie Curie became the first woman to ever win a Nobel Prize. This was a historic moment. But Marie's journey was not without sadness. In 1906, Pierre Curie died in a tragic accident. Marie was heartbroken. It was a very sad time for her. She had lost her husband and her scientific partner. Despite her grief, Marie continued her work. She was a strong and independent woman. Independent means not needing help from others. She took over Pierre's teaching position at the Sorbonne, becoming the first female professor there. Marie continued her research on radioactivity and radium. She worked tirelessly to understand its properties and its potential uses. She believed that radium could be used to treat diseases. Her intuition was correct. Radium was later used in the treatment of cancer. In 1911, Marie Curie won a second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for her discovery of the elements polonium and radium. She became the first person and only woman to win Nobel Prizes in two different scientific fields. This was an extraordinary honor. Honor means great respect and admiration. During World War I, Marie Curie saw another way her scientific knowledge could help. She realized that X-rays could be used to find injuries inside the body, like broken bones or bullets. She worked to equip mobile X-ray units that could be taken to the front lines to help doctors treat wounded soldiers. She even learned to drive these vehicles herself. This showed her compassion. Compassion is a feeling of sympathy and wanting to help people who are suffering. After the war, Marie continued her research and also worked to raise money for her laboratory. Her work has made her famous around the world. She traveled to the United States, where people admired her greatly. To admire someone means to respect and think well of them. She received many honors and awards. However, the long years of working with radioactive materials took a toll on Marie's health. She eventually developed a serious illness. In 1934, Marie Curie died. Her death was a great loss to the scientific world. Marie Curie's life was one of dedication, perseverance, and incredible achievement. She faced many obstacles as a woman in science, but she never gave up on her passion for discovery. Her work on radioactivity not only changed our understanding of physics and chemistry, but also led to important advancements in medicine. Let's think about some of the important words we learned today. We learned about someone being remarkable, very special. We learned about a pioneer, someone who was one of the first to do something. We talked about challenges, difficulties. We learned about being curious, wanting to know more. We felt frustrated, annoyed at not being able to do something. We made a plan, a way to do something. We supported each other, we helped each other. We were determined, not giving up. We were focused, concentrating. We were passionate, loving our work. We explored a mystery, something unknown. We showed dedication, commitment. We made a discovery, found something new. We showed perseverance, kept trying. We felt excitement, great happiness. We started an investigation, a careful search. We faced hardships, difficult times. We achieved something, a great achievement. We received a prestigious award, a respected prize. We felt sad, unhappy. We were independent, not needing help. We had an intuition, a gut feeling. We received an honor, great respect. We showed compassion, caring for others. People admired us, they respected us. Marie Curie's story is a powerful reminder that with curiosity, determination, and perseverance, we can all achieve great things. What inspires you most about Marie Curie's life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for learning about the genius of Marie Curie with us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more inspiring stories and English learning. What other scientists or historical figures would you like to learn about? Let us know. Keep exploring and keep learning.